it's Jenna, and today I am standing up in front of my bookshelf and it's really, really weird. I don't even remember the last time I was standing up to film a video. I don't know what to do with my legs now. I'm just kind of like, what does one do when they stand to film? But I am standing up to film today because I am going to be doing a challenge video, which is something I haven't done in a very long time. And by very long time, I think the last challenge video I did was possibly the first sentence challenge, which is one of the first bookish related videos I've ever done on my channel. I did it with my friend Kaylee. It's like from forever ago. I suppose I can put it in the description box if you really care, but I don't think you do. Today I'm going to be doing the Do I Know My Bookshelf challenge. And I have two bookshelves and I have books all over like my room and the guest room because I just have a lot of books. But I have decided I'm going to stick with just books on my main bookshelf today. They're like, they're so annoying in all the little boxes. So normally what you would do is you would get a bunch of people on like Twitter or Instagram to give you some numbers. I instead have a random number generator set up on my computer because all of these little boxes all have different amounts of books in them. So it just became like a whole thing and it was just easier to do the random number generator. So pretty much this challenge was created by Jesse over at JesseTheReader. I believe his challenge in the description box below. And what you do is you get a random number which will point to a section on your bookshelf, another number which will point to a random book, and then you have to sort of answer a prompt for it. I guess it'll make more sense once I get started. So there are a lot of prompts. There are 28 prompts on this challenge and there's going to be a lot of me counting. And even more annoying, you guys see my bookshelf? Like, I have books on top of other books. I have stuff everywhere. This is going to get real annoying real fast, but I'm still really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun video. Let's get started. Okay, so the book I've got is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and the prompt is, without looking at the description, tell us what the book is about. Oh, I actually know this one. Okay, this is a terrible book, but I know this one. Clockwork Angel is set in Victorian era London and it follows a girl named Tessa Gray. She moves to London from America to live with her brother, but when she gets there, her brother is missing and she is greeted by these two like real creepy women who are like witches. I think they were witches, I'm not really sure. And Tessa discovers that she is not quite human, and then she ends up like entangled in the world of the shadow hunters and has to figure out who she really is and what happened to her brother, and bam! It's not a good book. I didn't enjoy it, but I got the description right. Holla! Moving on to prompt number 2. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Without looking it up, what is the genre of this book? Oh, it's a middle grade fantasy novel. I read it earlier this year. This is The Fire Chronicle by John Stevens. It's the second book in the Book of Beginnings series and it's so freaking good. I actually love it so much. Gave it a 5 stars, but it's a middle grade high fantasy novel. Well, it's a middle grade fantasy. Here we go, number 3. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 13. Oh, that's all right. The prompt for book number 3 is, without looking it up, tell us what is on the cover. So the book that I have to pick is Zoo by James Patterson and Michael Ledwidge. Zoo has the eye of a lion on its cover with the defiant pupil. Was I right or was I right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure I'm crushing this so far. Number 4 is, what is the main character's name? Ooh, 9. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no! Okay, I picked Earthquake by Apple and Pike. Oh no, I have not read this book in like 6 years. Oh no, what is the main character's name? Does she even have a name? I'm sure she has a name. Oh god. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Let's say Megan. Tavia. Where did I get Megan from? Her name is Tavia Michaels. All I know is this was meant to be a trilogy. This is the second book in the series. Third book never got released. I'm so mad. Okay, prompt number 5 is to name a side character. Okay, well, name a side character from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. You know, I wonder if I could do this. I don't know, like there's so many side characters. Like we got Ginny, Mrs. Weasley, all of the Weasleys, all the teachers, like Professor McGonagall. I'm gonna say that I got this one. Number 6, guess how many pages the book has. So if you are 25 pages over or under, you still get the point. All right, number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And number 2. 1, 2, oh gosh. Okay, well I picked Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, which I haven't read. It's a fairly large book. I'm gonna say that it's got 685 pages. You know what? I'm looking at spoilers because I haven't read this. Does this book even have page numbers? 668 pages. How many did I say? 685. Don't judge me, but I can't do maths. 17 pages, I win, yes! Ha ha! I also did see some pretty fun spoilers in there, so I have that to look forward to later. I just have such a bad habit of spoiling Shadowhunters books for myself. I don't do it on purpose, just kind of happens. Prompt number 7, what rating did you give this book? Let's hope I've read it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Losing Brave from Bailey Madison and Stephanie Miller. I gave this one a 2 out of 5 stars. It was kind of a terrible book, but like I enjoyed it anyway. Let's get up some proof so people don't think that I'm lying. Losing Brave, your rating, 2 stars. Boom. Okay, so next prompt is, where does the book take place? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the book that I picked was The 100 by Cass Morgan. This book takes place in the future, and it actually takes place in space and on Earth. It never actually specifies where they are on Earth when they land, but according to the TV show, it's on the East Coast near Washington, D.C. I'm just too good at this game. Next up is, what are the parents' names? Please give me Harry Potter. Oh no! Oh! Hold on. So this is Lady Helen and the Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. I just read this book and Helen's parents are dead, but I'm pretty sure we never learn her father's name, but I think her mother's name is Catherine. I am the daughter of Lady Catherine! Yes! What color is the book under the dust jacket? Okay, well, in this case, because I live in Australia and we don't have a lot of hardcovers, and the hardcovers I do have mostly live in the guest room, I'm just gonna pick from the top shelf here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets, the Hufflepuff edition. I'm like 90% sure it's black under the dust jacket, but I don't, I'm not liking my odds here. Come on. Yes! I mean, it makes sense that it would be black under the dust jacket, but like it's still stressful. Like, are other books not black under the dust jacket? Are they colorful? What is happening? Is there something on the hardback? I don't know. So the book I picked out was Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, and I don't even remember what the prompt was. I don't think I've ever taken the dust jacket off this book because I haven't read it. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say there's a crow under there. There is! Can you see it? Oh my goodness, there actually is. And look, it's not a black dust jacket. Alrighty, next prompt is, what is the color of the font on the hardback? I can see all the fonts. I think it means inside the hardback. Okay, that makes more sense. So the book I pulled out was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and going off of what I just saw on the last one, I think the font is gonna be red. Oh, and it is! It's red, it's red. In all seriousness though, I really do need to read the Six of Crows duology at some point. Next prompt, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbered? Okay, so the book I picked out was Akarnae by Lynette Noni. This book has chapter numbers, not chapter titles. See? Numbers. Okay, next up, does it have an award on it? I actually don't think like many of my books have an award on it at all, so I should be pretty safe in the knowledge that it doesn't. Okay, so I'm not looking at it, but the book that I picked was Shadow Spell by Jenna Black, and I can guarantee this book does not have an award on it. It does not. It was not a great book, so I'm not surprised that there's no award. And that was the halfway mark on the Do I Know My Bookshelf challenge, so let's check the score. I am currently leading on 13 points and my bookshelf has 1, so clearly I know my bookshelf quite well. Alright, so next up is, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? Okay, so the book that I picked was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. How many author blurbs on the front cover? I don't think so. I don't know, but I don't think so. Do you see an author blurb on that cover? I didn't think so. I don't think I've ever been like as competitive with my bookshelf before as I am right now. Alright, so the next prompt is, does the book have a description on the back? With this one, hardcovers tend to not, but in Australia with all the paperbacks, almost all paperbacks have a description on the back cover, so I feel like I'm gonna be pretty safe in my assumption here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the book I picked was Who's Afraid by Maria Lewis. This one definitely has a description on the back cover. It's right there. It's also a great book. You should definitely read it. Okay, next up we have, does this book have an author photo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come out, book. Okay, so the book that I picked was City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, and I don't think there's an author photo in here because I didn't know what Cassandra Clare looked like until I started like watching Christine Fricio's videos. So I don't think there's an author photo in here. I might be wrong, but I just don't think so. That's the author page and there's no photo. I didn't think she had photos in her books. Okay, next up, is this author using a pen name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? I'm not pulling it out because it's at the very, very bottom down there. But that book is Rebellion by Cass Morgan, and I know Cass Morgan is not a pen name. I am just on fire here. What POV is this book written in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling. This is in third person because it's written like a textbook. I think there are first person elements in it though, because I think Harry and Ron scribbled in the margins at times. Next up, are there any pictures or graphics in this book? 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is again the Chamber of Secrets Slytherin edition. I don't know because I haven't read the like House edition copies. I want to say yes because obviously these are like the 20th anniversary edition, so they would have done something interesting with them. So I'm going to say that yes, there are pictures and graphics in here, but I'm not like 100% sure. They've got like that around the chapter headings. Does that count as a graphic? Surely that counts. You know what? I'm counting it. I'm counting it. I'm counting it. Alrighty, next prompt. Does it have an epilogue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the prompt again? She asks the camera like it can reply to her. Does it have an epilogue? Oh, no. So this is Wings by April and Pike. It does not have an epilogue. I haven't read it since high school, which was a very long time ago now, but I'm positive it doesn't have an epilogue because it's got a sequel. So I can't see why there would need to be an epilogue if there was a sequel. Nah, just a chapter. Yay! I'll tell you what though, I really do need to reread this series. I absolutely loved it in high school. I don't think I'll love it as much now, but I still really enjoyed it, and like I just want to reread it. I want to. Does it have a prologue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the book I picked was A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. That was a weird way of saying R.R. Sound like a seal. R. Anyway, does it have a prologue? Yes, I believe it does. I have actually read Game of Thrones, but I haven't continued on with the series because they're really thick books, and I got a little turned off by the fact that like Daenerys is 14 at the start of the series, and some of the stuff that happens to her, I was a bit like, I don't know about that. But yes, I do believe it has a prologue. Yay! There's a prologue! I thought so. I thought there'd be a prologue, and yes, I was 100% basing my prologue thoughts on the first episode of the TV show Game of Thrones. Haha. I figured that's gotta be a prologue, right? It's got none of the main characters in it, and most of them die. Next up, is this book signed? I do have a lot of signed books on this shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the book we pulled was Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco. No, this book is not signed. I have not met Kerry Maniscalco. I also have not read this book, but it's not signed, so. Signless book. Kind of amusing, really. There are multiple books in that section that are signed. Next up, do the page numbers have a design above or below them, or none at all? Who looks at page numbers when they're reading a book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. This is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. It's a really like illustrative novel. So you know what? There probably is a design like above or below the page numbers in this book, if it even has page numbers. Oh no! No, it doesn't. They're just plain old numbers down there. Oh. They're just plain old page numbers. Well, that's disappointing. Do the chapter headers have designs on them? Do you remember earlier when I said that I haven't read this book? What I should have said is I haven't ever opened this book, so I have no idea if it has chapter headers or not. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, that there's no like headers on top of the chapter titles or whatever, like designs. I think it's just gonna be like the chapter name or title or number. I'm trying really hard not to get spoiled here. Oh no! They do have designs on them. Oh, in my defense, I haven't ever opened up this book before. That was the first time. It's also, you can tell because it's so dusty and I really need to sneeze. Oh, the bookshelf's making a very small comeback. Are the acknowledgements in the front or the back of the book? Let's find out. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 10th anniversary edition of City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I think the acknowledgements are at the back of the book. I feel like they're mostly at the back of the book for most like people's acknowledgements. Yes! Acknowledgements, back of the book. Just too good at this. What year was this book published? The majority of the books on my shelf are all back catalogue books, but that could also be a bad thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. So the book I put out was The Witch's Kiss by Catherine and Elizabeth Kaur. I haven't read this one. I picked it up on a whim when my job gave me like a voucher and I liked the look of the cover, so I don't know. I'm gonna say 2014. No. Do you know what? When did I start my channel? 2016. No, but I'm pretty sure it came up before then. You know what? No, I'm gonna stick with 20. We'll go even. We'll go 2015. We'll go in the middle there. But I really don't know. Ah, darn it! It was 2016. Oh, shouldn't doubt myself. And last but very not least, what year did you read this book?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so this is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I think I read it last year, because I know I definitely didn't read it when it came out, but I read it before I saw the movie, and I think I read it before I moved to America. So it has to have been last year. I have to have read it last year. How can I check? Goodreads. Goodreads is just good for everything. I'm positive though that it was last year that I read it. The more I say that I'm absolutely positive, the more I'm like, but did you read it last year? Come on, show me The Hate You Give. I just hit August and I haven't seen it yet. I'm getting stressed. Yes! The Hate You Give, date read, 26th of July, 2018. Knew it. I just knew it. Okay, there we go. That was the Do I Know My Bookshelf challenge. Turns out I do. Final score tally was 4 to the bookshelf and 24 to me. So clearly I do know my books quite well. There are obviously a bunch of books on here that I have never read. I don't think we didn't ever go to a book here or here. I think we went everywhere else, which was fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you have tried this challenge and what books you got, because I would absolutely love to know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.